Hello everyone. The central story of Star Trek Voyager follows a Starfleet crew stranded in the Delta Quadrant, driven from their unwavering hope of returning home. Every challenge, alliance, and sacrifice stems from that drive. Yet along that journey, Captain Janeway and her crew encountered several turning point moments where they could have chosen to stop traveling and remain permanently in the Delta Quadrant. Each choice represents an alternative timeline where Voyager never returned to Earth. Exploring these possibilities revealed not only how their story could have unfolded, but also which moments offered the crew the best potential future. The first and most obvious chance for a safe place came from the Ocampa, Kess's people. When Voyager was pulled into the Delta Quadrant, the caretaker's station was orbiting around the Ocampa homeworld. This species was peaceful, kind, and had been protected by the caretaker for generations. In theory, their settlement could have given the Voyager crew safety and stability at the start of their long journey, but the Ocampa had lived very short lives and had little freedom outside of their underground city, and were about to face an uncertain future without their caretaker. Janeway realized even though the Ocampa had good intentions, their sheltered way of life was too limiting for the Starfleet crew. If Voyager had stayed, the crew would eventually become the new caretakers, due to the Ocampa losing the ability to survive on their own. The next major opportunity arrived in Season 2 with the episode The 37s, when Voyager discovered humans abducted from Earth in the 1930s, who built a thriving colony in the Delta Quadrant. The crew faced powerful emotional choice. This wasn't just another alien world, it was a human civilization, descended from Earth's own history. Their society was peaceful, prosperous, technologically capable, and culturally familiar. The colonists openly invited Janeway and her crew to settle with them. For the first time, Voyager was offered not just safety, but a home among people who shared their origins. Some crew members were tempted, yet when Janeway opened the door for anyone wished to stay, no one chose to leave Voyager. Their loyalty to one another and their shared commitment to reach Earth proved stronger than their comfort to stay with other humans. Still, as an alternative timeline, the world of the 37s represents the most stable Federation-like society that Voyager encountered. Had they stayed, the crew would have helped grow that society, become an interstellar civilization, and eventually create another federation in the Delta Quadrant. As Voyager made its way home, they met many different groups of people, some dangerous, others tempting, but the longer their journey went on, the fewer chances there were to stay in the Delta Quadrant. Several civilizations the crew met looked safe at first but turned out to be dangerous. For example, when the crew met the Nairians. At first they seemed peaceful, but we eventually learned that they took over ships and colonies without permission. The species trapped the Voyager crew in a formidable battle dome, which they could have lived the rest of their lives in if they couldn't escape. In Season 4 we met the Dream Aliens, who also tried to trap the crew by keeping them in a peaceful dream state that would eventually destroy them. These were the major hurdles that could have ended the Voyager's journey, just like the many times the crew was nearly assimilated by the Borg throughout the series. There was an opportunity for the Voyager crew to stay in the Delta Quadrant if they accepted the offer to help build another Borg collective in the episode Unity. If Voyager had chosen to help the Borg Cooperative, the Delta Quadrant's political landscape would have likely changed dramatically. By lending their technological expertise and diplomatic influence, the crew could have accelerated the Cooperative's ability to stabilize and expand a peaceful network of X-drones united by choice rather than force. This alliance could have stabilized the Delta Quadrant, offering liberated drones a safe haven and weakening the collective from within. Towards the end of the series, the Voyager crew had another chance to stay in the Delta Quadrant and also create an alliance similar to the Federation. In the Void, the Voyager became trapped in a lightless region of space where resources were scarce and every ship was forced to fight for survival. At first, some of the other crew seemed willing to cooperate, but many quickly revealed selfish and violent intentions. Voyager was being pressured to abandon its values and join a cycle of theft and betrayal just to survive. Instead, Janeway formed an alliance based on truth and shared resources. Even though the choice could have put the ship at a greater risk, the situation could have ended Voyager's journey for good, as remaining in the Void meant slow starvation and being torn apart by stronger raiders. Like other dangers they have faced, such as the false paradise dream traps in the Borg, this challenge tested the group's principles and showed how easy they could have lost their way if they sacrificed their ideas for safety. When looking at all the choices Voyager faced, like the Ocampa, the humans from the 37s, and the many traps they nearly escaped, there really only seems to be two outcomes that they never made it back to Earth. One possibility is that the crew formed their own small federation in the Delta Quadrant, bringing some stability to the region. The other one is that they eventually were destroyed or trapped, which became more likely as the series went on. There's also another problem. If Voyager had settled in the Delta Quadrant before season 4, they would have never been able to stop the Undine from cleansing their universe, which would have led to the end of Voyager and everyone else. While Voyager returning to Earth remains one of Star Trek's most uplifting conclusions, imagining these alternative futures shows the many paths the crew might have taken. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe, and also click on the notification button and the hype button to help improve the impact of this video. For more sci-fi content, then please check out these other two videos, my socials, and my newsletter getting ready sci-fi information on a weekly basis. Thank you for watching Utopian broadcast, and I'll see you next time on my channel. Thank you.